I ran into a local, John Lawless, at the cruise-in the other week. We got to talking about his lone small block in his Chevy pickup. That thing's sweet, but he had a few problems. So we decided we'd see what we could do about it. First of all, he needed a dipstick. And I thought I had one. At least I could mark it, make it so he can know what's going on in his engine, and we were able to do that. But he was also having an overheating problem when he idled too long. In fact, he said one time it went up to 250 degrees, and he didn't want that to ever happen again. So I asked him about his timing and how that was set on the engine, because that can very much affect the temperature of the engine. So we discussed that. He said he'd come over and we'd take a look at it.
That's why I call it high siding. And I've got a body.
This engine is a crate motor that was put in, and it's got 10.5 to 1 compression, and that's not designed for a blower. So we're going to have to make some adjustments to allow for that. He had the blower put on later. Loves the look of a blower, and we all love the way they work. So we'll see what we can do to get that to cooperate with a temperature gauge. I gotta make sure I'm seeing the mark. I want you to bump it just a little bit.
Okay.
We'll have to do it probably a couple times to
Gotcha.
get it just right.
Tell me what to do.
Just bump it a little. Wait a minute.
I love that fan as it's roaring
Yeah.
down. It just sounds cool.
Okay, bump it over again.
Are you clear, sir?
Yep. Again. Hold it. Hold it right there. Just turn the key off.
Got it.
That's what I want.
You see, this is the things that, basic things that every mechanic should know and do, and I've not done any of it. Change it
So
all.
what we're looking for is a timing mark, right? And the timing mark is you've got a indicator there as to whether it's up dead center or the fans.
That's about all I knew about it.
Okay.
But I've never marked one or tried to do that. I don't know how to find out that one number one cylinder.
Yeah. Well, the timing mark should tell us all of that. And I want to clean that up good. I want to put a little paint down there. That should jump with the bright sunshine. It makes it kind of hard to see down there.
I'm retired, but I have a couple small businesses I still run. So you charge me, okay? I can pay whatever we do, you'll find out. I'll pay you cash, okay?
The vacuum advance line from the distributor was hooked up to the carburetor, which is above the blower, of course, and really that needs to be programmed to the manifold rather than the carburetor. Must be below the blower so that it responds when there's boost. So I took that off and blocked it for the time being. We'll see how it runs the way it is. We determined that we have 8 degrees advance, and so we don't confuse ourselves, he's running it that way for the time being. Then we'll see what more adjustments need to be made.
Yes, a beauty. Never thought about that.
Okay, you're at 8 before right now. John reports that the engine's running good. He hasn't overheated or and even got above 190, which is just fine. So he said it's much more responsive the way it is. He's quite happy. We're going to continue to keep an eye on it. He needs to run it and idle it when it's hot. And he's going to be doing that in a day or so. Then we'll see what we've got.